Since childhood, you were trained to believe that money must be pursued, that it runs from you, and your job is to catch it, through effort, through struggle, through endless movement. You were told to hustle harder, to always do more, to chase opportunities before someone else takes them. And somewhere along the way, you believed it. You believed money was something distant, separate, always one step ahead. But that belief is the trap. Bob Proctor knew this truth deeply. You don't chase what you attract. The moment you begin chasing money, you confirm to your subconscious that it's not already yours. And that creates resistance, because the energy of chasing is built on lack. It says, "I don't have it yet." And that message becomes your vibration. And in the world of vibration, what you send out is what must return. Money doesn't come to those who run the fastest. It comes to those who are most in harmony with it. That harmony isn't created by force. It's created by alignment. When your energy says, "I am already abundant," you stop chasing, and something strange begins to happen. The opportunities, ideas, and resources you were running after start showing up on their own. This is the great reversal. The moment you stop treating money as something external to hunt and begin treating it as something internal to align with, everything shifts. You're no longer operating from desperation. You're operating from resonance, from power. And that energy is what money responds to. Because money, like everything else, is energy. And energy doesn't follow pressure. It follows frequency. Most people wait for something outside of them to change before they feel different inside. They wait for the raise, the opportunity, the client, the lucky break, and only then do they allow themselves to feel worthy, abundant, or secure. But that waiting posture blocks the very energy they're hoping for. Because in the laws that govern vibration, nothing external shifts until your internal frequency shifts first. Bob Proctor taught that the law of vibration is always working, whether you understand it or not. You are constantly broadcasting a frequency through your thoughts, your emotions, your state of being. And that frequency becomes your invitation. The question isn't whether money is out there. The question is, are you tuned to receive it? When you shift that internal dial, when you step out of fear and into trust, out of scarcity and into sufficiency, your energy begins to do something extraordinary. It starts signaling readiness, not just to you, but to the field around you. And money, which once felt distant, starts appearing in forms you didn't expect. It doesn't need permission. It doesn't need a perfect plan. It only needs an opening, and that opening is your vibration. This is the moment when the impossible starts to feel strangely normal. You get a message from someone you haven't spoken to in years. A payment comes early. An idea arrives that solves a problem you've carried for months. The shift wasn't in the world, it was in you. And the world responded like a mirror. If this message is stirring something in you, that's not random. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and like the video, because what's coming next will help you stabilize the frequency that allows abundance to find you. Long before money arrives, before the job offer, the sale, the transfer, or the message, something else happens first. A signal. Silent, subtle, invisible to the eye, but unmistakable in its effect. You send it without trying. You broadcast it without knowing. It's not in what you say. It's in what you carry. It's the vibration beneath your routine, beneath your smile, beneath the words you speak to others and to yourself. Bob Proctor often said, "Your results will always match your vibration, not your effort." That's because the universe, and everything in it, is vibrationally intelligent. It doesn't need you to prove your desire. It simply reflects your state. And if the dominant signal you're sending is doubt, fear, or survival, even if your words are positive, the vibration won't match. And the results won't shift. This hidden signal is shaped by your self-image, how you see yourself when no one else is around. Do you feel deserving of wealth? Or secretly ashamed of wanting more? Do you walk with quiet confidence or with unconscious apology? These energetic postures speak louder than words, and they are always speaking. The powerful thing is, this signal can be changed, not instantly, but intentionally, by paying attention to how you feel, not just how you think, by becoming honest about what you're radiating beneath your routines. When your internal posture rises, your outer results follow, because life is not reacting to your plans. It's responding to your presence. And when that presence shifts, even slightly, you begin to notice something strange. Money no longer hides. It starts moving in your direction, responding to a message you didn't speak, but finally began to live. Needing something deeply doesn't guarantee its arrival. In fact, the stronger your emotional need for money, the more likely you are to push it away. That sounds backwards, but in the world of energy, it's law. Because need vibrates as lack, and lack creates distance between you and the thing you want. The more you feel you don't have it, the more you unconsciously reinforce that it's missing. Bob Proctor made this clear again and again. Money is not emotional. It doesn't respond to begging, or urgency, or how much you want it. It responds to alignment, to frequency, to harmony. And when you are in harmony with the energy of abundance, calm, clear, steady, money flows to you without effort. Not because you demanded it, but because you matched it. This is why two people can do the exact same thing, launch the same product, walk into the same room, say the same words, and get completely different outcomes. One is vibrating from pressure. The other is vibrating from peace. And life picks up the signal instantly. The one in alignment doesn't chase, they attract. They become a natural point of reception, while others remain stuck in the loop of striving. Letting go of need isn't about becoming careless. It's about becoming trusting. It's about realizing that money flows where it feels welcomed, not where it feels demanded. That shift in energy, from grasping to allowing, is subtle but profound. And when it happens, opportunities that once ignored you begin to take notice. Because money doesn't follow force. It follows flow. And flow begins where alignment lives. There is a shift that happens so quietly, most people don't notice it, until life starts moving differently around them. You stop forcing. You stop searching. You stop checking every day for proof that things are working. And then, without warning, things begin to show up. Not because you chased them, but because your energy became the invitation. This is the state Bob Proctor often spoke of, receiving through resonance. When your vibration becomes stable, no longer swinging between belief and doubt, you enter a different frequency. One where you no longer feel separate from what you desire. You begin to live as if it's already here. And in doing so, you remove the very resistance that was keeping it away. In this state, something changes. People start messaging you unexpectedly. Money flows in from channels you didn't plan. New paths appear without effort. You didn't hustle for it. You didn't manipulate it. You simply aligned. And life, which once felt rigid, starts to feel intelligent, cooperative, alive. This is not passivity. It's energetic magnetism. You're no longer working from will alone. You're working from frequency. Your presence starts doing the heavy lifting. You become someone that people, resources, and opportunities want to connect with, not because of what you're offering, but because of what you're radiating. That's when you realize life was never waiting for you to chase it. It was waiting for you to match it. And once that happens, it's not you looking for money anymore. It's money looking for you. At some point in this journey, something shifts so completely that you can never go back. You stop trying to enter the flow of life. You stop trying to follow the abundance. And instead, you realize the truth. You are the flow. You become the frequency that wealth, ideas, people, and purpose naturally revolve around. You're no longer chasing alignment, you're embodying it. This is what Bob Proctor meant when he said that wealth is not something you acquire, it's something you attract by the person you become. When you step into this version of yourself, you don't wait for things to happen. You radiate certainty. You no longer depend on timing, circumstances, or chance. You are the source of momentum. Your thoughts are cleaner. Your emotions are lighter. Your energy is undeniable. And that's what money responds to. Not effort, not strategy, but essence. The essence of someone who no longer doubts their worth. The essence of someone who doesn't ask for permission to receive. You're not forcing reality anymore. You're letting reality echo back the power you finally claimed. It's in this space that life begins to rearrange itself, not slowly, but suddenly. Because you become the match. You've tuned to the frequency of certainty, and everything else, money, clients, ideas, timing, starts moving around you. You don't need to run toward the flow. You are the one carrying it forward.